Hi, my name's Cody Kaler and I'm with Restoring Wellness Boutique LLC. And today I want to talk with you a little bit about the diffusers that Young Living Essential Oils has to offer. I want to share with you some of the things that makes each diffuser unique and why I like each one for different reasons. The first diffuser is the home diffuser, and this is the one that comes in the premium starter kit, also known as the 150 kit. It comes in a box like this. You may see it looks like this in some of the newer boxes. Mine happens to be one of the older models, but they still work just as well. This one, you lift up the top lid, you pour the water into the fill line, add 8 to 10 drops of your favorite essential oil, replace the lid and push the button. A light comes on, which may be a little hard for you to see in this video, and then the vapor comes out the top. This diffuser will run for about 2.5 hours before it shuts off when it runs out of water. This does my entire home on the first floor. So it covers a large area. The smell is pretty strong all throughout the main floor, so you don't have to worry about that. It's going to get a large square footage. It does have a safety feature. If it runs out of water, it will shut off. And to turn this one off, you simply press the light. The downfall of this diffuser is that the light does not go off. The light has to be on when the diffuser is on. So for people who are using this at nighttime, they don't really prefer this model because of that reason. I like this one to use during the day, every day. I run it in my kitchen. It gets my whole kitchen and first floor area. I don't like this one when we're sick as much. If we are not feeling well, I prefer the Thera Pro. And the Thera Pro comes in a box like this. The Thera Pro only uses oil. It uses no water. So you don't have to worry about the water running out. This is my preferred diffuser up to now for breathing issues. With my son Owen, we would run this all night long next to his bed, and he would get a continuous flow of the essential oils into his bedroom to help him breathe. Now this one is a little different. It has a black part on the top that screws onto the top of a 15 ml bottle. So you take the minimizer out, you put this in, screw it on, and then you hook it into the diffuser part. On the back of here, you'll see it has a volume control, which is really how much oil is coming out. This is low, this is high, so you get a large volume out. And then you have timers, how long you want it on, how long you want it off, or you can turn them both off and it will run non-stop. If you put a large bottle of oil on here and you run it non-stop at full volume, it's going to last about 17 hours. But I would probably never do that unless I was working on a moldy type situation in a basement. I normally, for my son, would run 5 minutes on, 20 minutes off on about medium speed all night long. And that was sufficient for him with his severe chronic asthma that he had. This is great from health type issues, for breathing issues, even when you're just not feeling great. So this is my preferred one for that type of issues. It can be a little bit loud. And one of the downfalls is if you tip this thing over and the oil gets back into the diffuser part in the back, it will not work. No matter how hard you try to clean it, it's going to stop working. And we've actually lost one diffuser that way. It got knocked off of a table. So you do want to be careful with that. This comes with extra bottles, so if you only have a smaller 5 ml size, it comes with a 15 ml empty bottle that you can put the oils into. It also comes with an extra black part. So this is the Thera Pro diffuser, and last I checked it was right around 150 wholesale. This, the home diffuser was 75 wholesale. This is the brand new Aroma Luxe. This is just released at convention. It looks like a pyramid. It's the 20th anniversary limited edition, and I'm really liking this diffuser. We got to play with it yesterday a little bit. My kids were having a great time with it. It's very similar to the Thera Pro in that it only uses oil and it does not use any water. So you pull out the top of the pyramid and it has a similar chamber to the Thera Pro, and you screw the bottle of oil on. It has to, I believe, still be a 15 ml, but I might be wrong on that one. And you click this down on here. Then on the back of the pyramid, on one side is a power button that turns it on. It has a little light, the Y, the L, and the leaf light up. It has a timer on this side that tells you how long it's going to run and for what volume. So this is low, this is high, it's a little bit louder. And then it has a setting that you can turn it on so it runs for 1 hour at a time, 2 hours, 3 hours before it shuts off. That's its internal clock. If you turn it to the other side, it has the timer feature with how long you want it on before it takes a break. So do you want it on 5 minutes on, 5 minutes off? So that part is very similar to the Thera Pro. What makes it different is it has a light feature. So there's a couple different modes. You can have a white light, a red light, a green light, a blue light, or you can have alternating lights. And this one will change every 5 seconds between the red, green, and blue. And then the final mode is to just have no light at all. So this is a little upgrade of the home diffuser in that the light does shut off. And so some people like that. And that again is the Aroma Luxe diffuser. One of the other newer diffusers that just came out at convention is the USB orb diffuser. And this has a lot of potential. We call it the egg diffuser here at our home. This one is works different than all of the rest. It has the USB plug-in. So you can plug it into a computer or a cell phone charger. So I have a USB plug-in that's for a cell phone that I've plugged mine into. You unscrew the top portion. You fill the bottom chamber with water, just tap water. This inside part comes out. You soak this section in water. Then you add the oil of your choice. This one I think is only 5 to 8 drops. Then you click this back in. Then you put it back down in and screw it on. Now, with this one, grab my plug. This one has 2 settings. You can turn it on, and the blue setting is going to run intermittently. So every few seconds it's going to let off a burst and then it'll take a break. The second setting is the green light, and that one is continuously running. So it's a pretty simple little diffuser, great for a small area, an office, a dorm room, any area where you're not going to need to cover a large square footage. And it's very quiet. That's the other thing I like about this diffuser. Now, one of my other all-time favorites that has just been released is the USB diffuser. I wasn't sure what to think of this when I first got it at convention, but I fell in love rather quickly with this diffuser. It's pretty simple and very small. You slide off the back, and it has this little glass section. So you pull this off, unscrew the lid, add in the oil of your choice, put it back in, clip it on, then you plug it into your computer or a car. And then every few seconds, I think it's about every anywhere from 5 to 30 seconds, depending on the setting you have, it's going to let off a puff. And I thought, well, maybe it's just going to have the wicking type action, so you're just going to smell it on a wick. But you don't. It actually lets off a puff of the vapors, and it works really well. It's a very strong little diffuser. It plugs in nicely to a computer, like a laptop, but it also works in a car. So if you have a USB plug-in in your car, this would be a great option. We actually got one for each of our vehicles so that we can have that with us. You will have to refill it every so often, but mine lasted for a few days before I needed to rechange the oil and add a little bit more. So these are all the great options that we have so far. There's also the Aria. That's not one that I have. I have some people who said that they really enjoy that one. It has a lot of bells and whistles to it. It's also the most expensive of the diffusers. And then there's the travel fan, and I've seen some good results with that one. That's just not one that I have in my arsenal of diffusers. But what I have, I love a lot. So again, just to recap, the home diffuser, this is great for everyday use. Covers a pretty good area of space. The Thera Pro is the most concentrated, along with the Aroma Luxe, in that they only use oil, no water. These both would work great for respiratory type issues or health issues when you need a more concentrated amount of oil. The USB orb diffuser, also called the egg diffuser, is great for a smaller space. And then you have the USB diffuser that plugs into a USB port, and that's great for definitely a small space or when you're out working. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video, and if you have any questions about any of the diffusers, please feel free to contact me at restoringwellnessboutique@gmail.com, or find me on Facebook, or you can find my website at www.restoringwellnessboutique.com. Thanks, bye.